So, what are my talents? People ask that question all the time, and when they say, what are my talents, usually people are saying, well, what am I good at? What are the things that I can do that nobody else can do, or things that I can do that are better than the things that other people can do, and that can ultimately benefit me and set me apart as a great person and help me have personal success in my life? Those are the kinds of questions we ask when we ask ourselves, what are our talents? And that is a profoundly unbiblical worldview. Today we're taking a look at Matthew chapter 25, verses 14 to 30, where Jesus tells a parable called the parable of the talents. And it's from this parable that the word talent comes from. And so what did Jesus mean when he talked about the talents? Well, a talent in the parable is just a form of money. And there's this master, and he gives his servants talents, and the servants come back having invested the talents, and they produce monetary gain for the master, and the master is pleased. And then there's one servant who doesn't do that, and the master is not pleased. And the master turns to the good servants and says, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." And it's from that the word talent has taken on this whole other meaning in our culture. But what a talent really is it's just something that God gave us. Not for our gain, not for our benefit, but for the benefit of others and for the benefit of the kingdom, for God's purposes. So when we ask ourselves, what are our talents, we shouldn't be asking ourselves, what are we good at? We should be asking ourselves, what has God given us that I can use for other people and for His glory? And anything that God has given you is a talent. Take a deep breath. That ability to breathe is a talent. The very time you have right now that you're spending watching this video is a talent. The money you have is a talent. The people in your lives are talents. Anything that God has given you is a talent. And the question we have to ask ourselves is, with all of the things that God has given us, such as this very day, this moment in time, this food that I have, this life that I'm living, am I doing anything for God with it? And if not, we're wasting our talents. We don't have to wait till we can hit a home run or get straight A's to do something for God. We can do something for God today because He's given us our friends, our family, and our lives. And the greatest talent that we've been given is Jesus Christ Himself and His death on the cross for our sins, and this ability now to have a relationship with God. That's the greatest talent you and I will ever have. And it really isn't supposed to set us apart from anyone. It actually brings us into unity with everyone and makes us one. And so your greatest talent is one that everyone is meant to have. So this week, as you're thinking about the parable of the talents, don't ask yourself, what am I good at? Ask yourself, what can I do for God with the things that He has given me? If you do that, then you've properly understood what a talent is. God bless.